The response from the Democrats at the Klan rally last night, otherwise known as the State of the Union, was utterly pathetic. They are the do-nothing Democrats. You had some Democrats that stayed outside, and they really struggled to find out, should I go inside, should I not? After much deliberation, because I'm in a district D+1, I want to see more water because I'm worried about how my voters will think about me. Some of them stayed outside. Some of them went inside. Some of them said something. Some of them said nothing. Some of them held up signs that said liar. Some of them wrote liar on a paper plate. Al Green, who's an absolute gangster, was awesome. Black people aren't apes. Ilhan Omar said that you've murdered innocent people overseas, which he has. He's embodied Israel. What an utter joke. You have one party that is actively promoting white supremacy and kissing the ass of a rapist and a convicted felon and a child molester protector. And everything he says, they're cheering him on. And you got the Democrats that are just sitting like this. No, I don't know what to do. This is what they should have done. And I'm just a guy in a car, okay? If I was the leader, I would have told every one of them, you do not go there. No ifs, ands, or buts. I would have got the leader of the Senate and the Congress. If that would have been me, and I would have said, don't you dare go in there. If any of you go into Congress, I will make it my personal life's mission to primary you. And I will fund that candidate until the end of the time. Even if you win, I'm going to fight you on it. That's what I would have done. I would have gone on the steps of Congress and I would have told the media, this is what we're going to do. And at the same time, I would have told the Midas Touch to fuck off. Because you know what they did afterwards? Oh, do you know how many viewers we had? Do you know how much viewers we had? They don't give a shit about right or wrong. They care about money. Money, 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 viewers. And I'm sick of these bros on the left just using people's outrage to make money. I would say, if you guys want to ask a question or two, give it to us in advance. Treat them like a piece of the media. CNN, MSNBC, Fox lies, that fascist propaganda. Have them all come out there. You promote it a week in advance and say, we're going to go live at the exact same time as the rapist that wears diapers and wears orange makeup. That's what you're going to do. And you're going to bring up every single survivor of Jeffrey Epstein. And they're going to tell their story. And I'm going to say, American people, I get it. You were upset about the economy. But right now, the person talking in there is actively defying a court order and protecting pedophiles. That's what I would have done. Seeing that Congress half empty makes a hell of a lot more of a message than having people sit there like this. You look like a bunch of goddamn clowns. Donald Trump is an attention whore. There's a reason that his parents shipped his pitiful ass away to boarding school, because they knew he was a loser. That's why his base is attracted to him. You ever see flies attracted to dog shit? That's why they like Donald Trump, because he's a loser. And he's a moron. And he's stupid. He's so dumb, he makes them feel smart because they've been left behind. He needs attention. If it's half empty, no one's there to kiss his ass. He has nobody to yell at. Did you see how he talked to them and he looked at them? If nobody was there, who was he going to talk to? Nobody. And that's the point. Why is it that I seem to have a better handle on what's happening than people that are making $180,000 a year? Because the Democrats are part of the problem. And let me just recap. They all voted for the $3.3 billion to Israel 2 weeks ago. They all voted for the CR. They all want to be moderate. They're part of the broken system, people. They're playing us just like the Republicans are. And all I see when I call Eric Swalwell, you know what I'm told? Did you see his speech? I don't give a shit about his speech. I don't give a damn about his speech. What is he doing? Nothing. He did nothing in December, nothing in November, nothing in October, except speeches. And they're all watching this burn to the ground. And every time they have an opportunity to do something, they don't. They should not have passed the CR in December, and we should be shut down right now. Yeah, it sucks. It would have sucked. But you know what? Change isn't easy. Go ask John Lewis. Go ask Martin Luther King. Go ask Rosa Parks. Go ask Colin Kaepernick. Change isn't easy. But the Democrats want to play middle-of-the-road bullshit games because people couldn't fly during the holidays. Wah! While people are being thrown in concentration camps. 2 U.S. citizens are murdered by Nazi brown shirts. People are being torn away from their families and sent to countries that they're not from. But the Democrats want to find middle ground for the midterms. Both parties have failed us. And I'm almost more upset with the Democrats because every time they have a chance to do something, they shit the bed. And I'm really sick and tired of it. I'm to the point where I'm not even going to vote for a Democrat probably in the midterms. I'll probably just vote independent. I really don't care. Because I'm not going to vote for somebody like Gavin Newsom, who sits here and interviews Steve Bannon, a convicted felon, and sits with Ben Shapiro, who told his followers to vote for this rapist and convicted felon, who caused an insurrection and still hasn't acknowledged the election. Why in the fuck is Gavin Newsom doing that? Because he's playing games. It's the same reason that Gavin Newsom had dinner with his rich, snobby white friends in Napa while we were shut down in COVID. It's the same Gavin Newsom that took people off the streets when Xi Jinping was here, the homeless people, and said, look how great the city is. And the moment he left, all the homeless people went back because he's not a serious person. He's a politician. And we have to get away from these politicians because they don't care. I want someone that's not a politician, that just works care. Like, who cares? Like me. I'll give you an example. I used to walk 5.2 miles to work every day. Okay? When I lived in Tualatin, I was broke. I would have to sneak home because I couldn't pay my rent. 5.2 miles each way, to and from work, whether it was hot, raining, or snow. But you know what? When I finally got a car for $250, when I was able to borrow a bike for a couple of weeks, I appreciated it. And I never forgot that. And we have people in power right now that don't understand that shit. They haven't struggled for anything. They say a lot, but they don't. There was a time I had to sell my PlayStation 1 to pay my rent. Another time I couldn't afford gas and I had to sell my Spawn comic book collection. Those are the people that I want in our government that actually care about the party. And right now, the Democrats and Republicans only care about the Democratic Party and the Republican Party. They don't give a shit about us. When are we going to be tired of this? That's my question. Have a good day.